on.
Tyler, we got some news. Some DCU news.
My pants are tight.
Okay. So we have some information on what is kicking off the DCU. It's not Superman Legacy. If you remember,
Right.
it's the animated show Creature Commandos.
Okay, and when are we getting this?
Still no like actual confirmation.
Come on!
It's coming this year, but we
Really?
don't have it's. But the way they said late 24, so we'll see. But yeah,
Right.
so
That's fine.
they asked James Gunn why that choice was made. Why is Creature Commandos going to be before Superman Legacy?
Did the person who asked that were they not aware of James Gunn's career like at all? Is that why they asked?
Yeah, well,
Hey, why would you do like a horror commando like group as like cartoons?
well, I would just want to say
have
I've
you
never
fucking seen the movie.
It's very similar to Guardians of the
How do you fucking
Galaxy,
not know this shit?
where I had not known anything about Creature Commandos.
I believe it was one of the New 52 books, or it was before that, and I'm pretty sure Grant Morrison wrote some of
because the
it.
premise of it was going to be monsters fight Nazis in World War II. Like that's really kind of
They were like a creature. Yeah,
That's
there
the
was a
elevator
Frankenstein, and there was a
pitch.
Miss Frankenstein, and there was a Dracula. Actually, I have no idea. I read one of the comic books. My brother had it.
But yeah, so really it was like werewolves and vampires fighting Nazis, and yeah, kind of a weird horror style DC book. But the reason why it's going to be before Superman Legacy, James Gunn said it was written and ready to go, and we thought it worked well as an aperitif or appetizer, before the meal that is Superman Legacy.
I don't appreciate French. I'm just kidding.
That's track one.
That's strike one. No, I totally get it, but I prefer the term amuse-bouche instead of aperitif.
You sound like a moose douche to me.
Yeah, I used to work in a French bistro, motherfucker. I want
that whole exchange to be one drop. Because what was that? I used to work at a French bistro, motherfucker. Anyway, what do we think?
I had to prepare the amuse-bouche. The head chef would be like, this is the thing.
What do we think about?
Here's a little fucking plastic spoon.
Two things I also want to say. What do we think about this idea of like, okay, this is like an like, do you really think this will be this is going to be the tone
animated
of the
show,
DCU?
Okay, animated shows. I think James Gunn's career and his work is marked by otherworldly, really fucked up shit combined with
he's known for doing misfits.
Really incredible heart. And, you combine those two things. I think every movie, everything that I've seen that he's done, you see that, like, incredible, just out of this world, like, what the fuck is that? But then there's so much relatability to it because of the soul that's in the work. So I think Creature Commandos is a great start because it is fucking out of this world. You have a fucking Frankenstein and shit, like with machine guns fighting Nazis and stuff. But also there's going to be moments of deep relatability of human connection, of, what it means to be human, what it means to connect with other humans and communicate and engage with them. And that's kind of the entire, that's his MO. So I'm all for it, man. Cartoons can be done really, really well, and we've seen that cartoons have progressed into a lot of really cool shit.
I think they look at.
I think this looks good, or I haven't seen anything about it, but it sounds good.
I think it was always conceptualized to be animated as well.
Sure.
I think
it's probably cheaper to animate it.
Yeah, because that's what he said.
No sets.
James Gunn said the reason we did it this way is because we wanted to make it as big and crazy and awesome as we wanted.
Yeah, no sets, dude.
We didn't have to spend $50 million.
That's automatically you're losing that money.
And I think they look at how much of a success Invincible has been for Amazon, and they're like, okay, like, yes. I think we're getting to a point where more and more of these bigger companies are finally understanding that animation doesn't have to be just for kids.
No.
And there are still plenty of people
I thought Heavy Metal proved that, you guys.
There are plenty of people like me and you as well, that enjoy animation and enjoy adult animation. And
Akira, A Scanner Darkly.
And I want to see more. And we're seeing on a broad scale of different things with like Spider-Verse and TMNT,
Mm-hmm.
and you're seeing those things being pushed, but you're also seeing that with these adult stories. And again, I bring up Invincible because that show looks incredible.
Yeah.
And I think this could be a really fun introduction into what's going. I mean, like, there's already interconnectivity where Weasel's coming back.
Yeah.
So Weasel is in Suicide Squad and in Creature Commandos for some reason. Okay,
Cool.
fine.
That's cool. Did he survive?
Yeah, because if you remember in the post credits, he makes it on shore. But and that's something I want to see with Creature Commandos. I think we're gonna go. I think it's gonna be a hard R. I think there's gonna be some.
That's fine.
It's monsters and
Did you ever see the Spawn show?
Yes.
Okay, so
Todd McFarlane had.
Yeah. There was also a show back in the 90s. MTV had like a thing called Liquid Television, and that's actually spawned a couple of shows. One was The Amazing Head.
The Max.
The Max. The Amazing Head, I think was the name. He had a gigantic head. I can't remember the other shows, but they had a lot of really cool shows, and those weren't hard R. Spawn was the first one that was really like, I mean, we're going to, like...
Did you hear that they're making a live-action adaptation of The Max? I think.
No, what?
How are they going to do that?
Who? And why?
I don't know. I'm looking it up because I'm pretty sure I saw that. But, I'm excited for this. A couple other notes. It's 7 episodes. James Gunn wrote every episode. Channing Tatum was rumored to be The Max. Supposed to be a film adaptation at Paramount. What the fuck are you doing, Paramount?
What are you doing, Channing? I fucking love Gambit and The Max. Why?
You see those and you're just like,
yes!
I want more, but Tyler's like,
ew, fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
How that'll shake out. Because I don't know how you adapt The Max. But back to Creature Commandos.
Oh, yeah.
I want to just point out the cast, because the cast seems interesting. Because keep in mind, there's a chance that these characters could be portrayed by these actors in live action.
Heard. Cool.
So Frank Grillo, who played Crossbones in the Captain America movies.
He's been a bunch of shit.
He's also in the Purge movies.
Yep.
He will be Rick Flag Sr.,
okay,
leader of the Creature Commandos and father of Rick Flag.
Cool.
Maria Baklava will be Princess Alana Rostovic. Indira Varma will be the Bride of Frankenstein. Zoe Chow portrays Nina Mazursky.
Okay.
I could be butchering these names. It's a scientist that is like kind of an amphibian.
Okay.
Alan Tudyk will be Dr. Phosphorus.
We know him.
Yeah, permanently radioactive.
Cool.
David Harbour will be Eric Frankenstein, the love interest of the Bride of Frankenstein. So it should be an interesting show, interesting cast.
I love how the Bride of Frankenstein is her name.
Yeah.
And
his name is Eric
Frankenstein, and yet they're a love interest. Like, that sounds like a lot of fodder for comedy, and I'm all for it.
I think it's gonna be
that
like
sounds awesome.
To me, it goes back to his horror roots. It goes back to his trauma roots, and I think it's gonna be a really gory, silly, crazy show.
Fucking do it, man.
And he's already shown he can do it with Peacemaker, which was another crazy show that was awesome.
Is that ever gonna come back?
Yeah. No. Yes, it is coming back. I don't know when. They haven't. Well, because I don't know if you heard this, but a couple of other things from DCU stuff. Superman Legacy starts filming in March.
Okay.
We also find out that Supergirl's been cast, which is Molly Alcock, which is she played Rhaenyra. She was in House of the Dragons. She played I think it's Rhaenyra Targaryen, the main female. She was the female lead, so they had time jumps. So she was like the teenage version or the younger version. So they're going to have a younger. Is it Kara El? Cara L.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're gonna do the Woman of Tomorrow storyline with Tom King. So
Cool.
interesting stuff.
Cool.
I am getting excited about now that Aquaman's done and that's like all that's out of the way.
We still never saw that.
Now
What were the reviews like?
Mixed, I think, like everything else in the DCEU.
Did it bomb?
I watched parts of Dakota Johnson hosting SNL, and she mentioned Madam Web, and she's like, "It's me and Sydney Sweeney, so it's like your boyfriend's AI generated movie," and I'm like, they're really leaning into that horny marketing, aren't they?
I guess.
Right? I mean, I get it. There are attractive women in this movie, but it's not enough to get me to go see a movie about Madam Web. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. If we did, like, if some person was like, here's $20, go see this movie.
Donated.
Yes. Donate. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not asking for.
No,
do not spend your money on this movie, even as a joke.
No.
All right.
No.
Another bit of news.
Yep. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.